It feels like it's been a while. What's going on, y'all? THEBrandonBrownson here with episode 34 of TBB Unscripted. When this finally goes up, it will have been like 2 weeks since I've done a video, and I apologize for that. Also, when this goes up, it will have been like 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything to my Let's Play channel, and I also apologize for that. I'll be honest, I was kind of burned out, so I decided to take a week or two to just kind of relax. Which is something that I've needed to try and do more. But, I think I'm good to go now, so I expect more video. I have 2 other videos recorded, right now. I have a bunch of, Let's Plays recorded, I just need to edit them down. But, yeah, sorry there were only like 3 videos in all of last month. I'll try not to let that happen again. So, as far as new stuff goes, there's only really one thing I want to talk about, and I'm not going to talk about it for too long because I did a video on the subject, which I will be releasing probably within the next week. The hat, unfortunately, is not going to be a part of the channel anymore. Now, we didn't have a falling out or anything, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. He recently got a really awesome job working for Disney, so he is going to be, he has an internship, I can't remember where, but he has an internship over the summer, and then when the internship is over, he is going to be moving down to Florida. Which, you know, was kind of a bummer because obviously he's one of my really good friends, but I could not be any happier for him. It's always really cool when you see someone doing what they want to be doing, and it's even cooler when they work for Disney. So, as far as what this means for, you know, it pisses me off, because I know a lot of you who watch TBB Unscripted are really interested in what's going on with that. You know, it pisses me off. We'll continue without him. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. I'm trying to figure out if I should bring on, like, a new co-host, if I should do it solo. I have a few other ideas I don't really want to go into in this video, just in case things don't work out, but I have ideas for Season 5, if you know it pisses me off. It's gonna be, it sucks that I'm not gonna get to do it with Josh anymore. So in closing, the hat, if you ever watch this, thank you so much for all the time and effort you've helped put into my channel. I would argue to say that were it not for you, I would not be where I am right now, because Fatty in the Hat is where I got my first audience, and to where we got our first audience, and it's really difficult to say if I'd be where I am were it not for you and your hard work and your dedication. So thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck, man. I fucking love you, dude. But with that said, let's get into your questions. We've got quite a few of them this month, which makes me really happy. The first 10 questions come from Harry Clarkston. 1, would you work at Cinnabon? Yeah. I mean, money's money. 2, who is your favorite U.S. president? My favorite president of all time, Abraham Lincoln. My favorite president in my lifetime, Bill Clinton. Number 3, what would you name your own totalitarian, generically evil island? Probably Isle O Bad Guy, or something really cheesy and generic like that. Number 4, would you shin people to death? Fuck no, imagine what that would do to my shins. Hit the guy with my shin over and over and over again until he's dead? He's gonna be dead. He doesn't have to wake up and feel that shit in the morning. I do. Fuck that. Number 5, what have you thought of the new Alienware PC console hybrid? This is my first hearing about it. I'll be honest, I haven't really been keeping up with anything news related, but it sounds like it can be really cool. I've noticed that a lot of more PC style consoles are starting to come out with the Steam box and all this. It could be really cool. It could be a colossal flop. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. Number 6, balls or balls? You can't go wrong with balls. Number 7, rate from 1 to 10 how terrible New Jersey is. I've never been to New Jersey, so I can't. I actually know a few people who live in or around New Jersey who don't mind it, so I can't really comment on it. Number 8, have you seen the new Breaking Bad spin-off Better Call Saul? So it's a Breaking Bad spin-off, okay. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. I still need to actually sit down and watch Breaking Bad now that I'm starting to find a little bit more time to relax, or at least I'm forcing myself to relax more. I've been able to sit down and start actually watching TV series. And Breaking Bad has definitely been on that list for a long time. And Harry Clarkson's final question is shit-faced donkey sperm a good punchline for something? I kinda need some comedy advice in general. I mean, it's a good insult. It's a very good insult. As far as like a punchline to the joke, it would have to be a really fucking raunchy joke for it to work. But yeah, I mean, use it as a fucking insult. I'd definitely call someone a shit-faced donkey sperm. That's fucking funny. Next 12 questions come from Mr. Squibbles, who forgot to leave a question last month. He made up for it. Number 1, is there life on other planets? If there is life on other planets, what do you think it's like? Is it intelligent? Is it multicellular, etc.? I have no doubt in my mind that there is life on other planets. When you look at how massive the universe is, it is impossible that Earth is the only planet that contains life. And I believe that there could be intelligent life out there. If it could happen here, it could happen anywhere. Now, as far as has this intelligent life visited us, that's where it gets a little sketchy. Everyone has their opinion on that. I have mine, but that's not what we're here to discuss. Now, the interesting thing about what I think it's like is that I probably couldn't possibly imagine what life on other planets is like. What I'm gonna think life on other planets is like is going to be based on media that I've consumed, movies, television shows, video games, etc. But I can promise you that whatever life is on other planets is probably something that no one has ever dreamed of, because other planets have a completely different way of operating. For all we know, there's a planet where creatures breathe methane and not oxygen. Who knows what that can possibly produce? So, it's kind of a cop-out answer, I realize that, but I hope it's at least a satisfying one. Question number 2, do AIs dream of dubstep porn? I mean, I dream of dubstep porn. Number 3, what would dubstep porn look like? Sexy audio waves touching all up on one another. Ooh, yeah. Number 4, did you watch that video I sent you on Facebook? Dude, you send me videos on Facebook all the fucking time. I have no idea which one you're referencing. Number 6, if one were to randomly pick one of the 4 following choices, what would be the theoretical possibility of getting the correct answer? A, 25%, B, 50%, C, 69%, D, 25%. 69%. I don't know why. Probably because, haha, 69. Number 7, would you rather change gender every time you sneeze or not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby? I would much rather change gender every time I sneeze because I don't want to accidentally eat a baby. I like muffins way too much to give those up. Number 8, if all the world's a stage, where does the audience sit? Out there. Interpret that how you will. Number 9, if you can commit any crime and get away with it, what would it be? Either robbery or murder. Because there are a few people who I want fucking dead on this planet, but at the same token, if I can steal a shit ton of money from one of these really shitty corporate billionaire types, so I can set myself up for life, set my friends up for life, set my family up for life, I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat. Number 10, would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon? I would much rather have a dragon because I can see some issues in being a dragon. I mean, it's really hard to do a lot of the things I love if you're a dragon, but if you have a dragon, guess what? Traffic's not a fucking problem anymore. Plus, you got, like, the fucking coolest pet ever. I would much rather have a dragon. Number 11, would you rather have a permanent clown face or permanent clown clothes? A permanent clown face, because a clown face is just like everyone else's face. It's the makeup that would suck. Haha, nerd! Number 12, would you rather have a photographic memory or be able to forget anything you wanted? I would much rather have a photographic memory, because I forget shit all the time, and it really fucking sucks. Like, I have a terrible memory due to how many times I've been hit in the head. And it would be nice to be able to remember, like, everything. Plus, if you have a photographic memory, you can watch someone do something and know how to do it. I could watch someone play a guitar solo and know how to do that guitar solo. I'd have to, like, train my fingers and shit to be able to do the movements, or, like, programming. If I watch someone program something, I know how to program. If I watch someone, like, do an FL Studio tutorial or something, I know how to do that. I won't keep forgetting and having to look it back up. Having a photographic memory would be fucking awesome. Joe Menimals has a bunch of questions. He did not label any of them with numbers. The first of them is, why are there not more Pope of the Internet videos? Those are hilarious. The reason why is because I can't really think of that many topics to do for Pope of the Internet videos. It's a really fucking good concept. It's a really funny idea, just I'm having difficulties thinking of topics. What are your opinions on Bailey? She's okay. I haven't really seen her wrestling that much, but she's pretty alright. If you can make babies with anyone at all, who would that person be? Nobody. I do not want a kid. If you're asking who I do the winkle dang with, that's a completely other question, but I do not want to make babies with anyone. Who is your favorite current wrestler after Daniel Bryan? Now, Daniel Bryan is not my favorite wrestler. Daniel Bryan is my favorite wrestler in the WWE. My favorite wrestler, period, right now is Colt Cabana. He is fucking brilliant. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I think that Daniel Bryan just barely makes top 5. I'm a big Chikara fan, let's leave it at that. What is your favorite song of all time from each genre? Oh, this is why I should read the fucking questions before I answer them. That's a really difficult question to answer. I think that I'm gonna try and answer this the best I can off the top of my head. But chances are, if you ask me this question tomorrow, I'll have completely different songs. My favorite EDM song right now is Ghost by Mystery Skulls. My favorite rap song is Moral of the Story by Watsky. My favorite jazz song is Bye Bye Blackbird by Miles Davis. My favorite classical song would have to be Flight of the Valkyries. My favorite blues song, Texas Flood by Stevie Ray Vaughan. My favorite punk song, 911 for Peace by Anti-Flag. My favorite metal song, that one's really fucking hard. Right now I'd have to say that my favorite metal song is Covering Fire by Havoc. I think that covers all of the major genres. Favorite country song, White Lightning by George Jones. I think now that's all of them that I really listen to on a regular basis. If you could have an ex-WWE wrestler return, who would it be? Now, are we talking from, like, any time period, or someone who realistic, like, at that age right now, or in their prime? If I could pick anyone from any, like, anyone to come back in their prime, definitely Raven. I feel like he got a really shitty run with the WWE, and I'd like to see him have a second chance at that. If we're talking, like, at their age right now, I want to say Colt Cabana, because he got a really shitty run in the WWE, but after all of the shit that went down with CM Punk, I don't know how well that would go, so I'm gonna say MVP. I still think that MVP has a few good years left in him, and I'd like to see him have his world title run. Do you watch the No DQ&A videos? On occasion. I usually don't watch wrestling stuff on YouTube unless it's like actual matches. But if I am going to watch any form of wrestling stuff on YouTube, it's either going to be the Wrestling Roundtable, Jeff Meacham, or Aaron Rift stuff. Are you friends with Aaron Rift on Facebook? I'm not. Who is your cellular provider? I think it's AT&T. I can't check because I'm using my phone to record right now, but it's either AT&T or Sprint. What are your opinions on Juggalos and the Insane Clown Posse? ICP, I'm personally not a fan of their music, but I respect what they've done for indie artists. I respect that they kind of open the door for indie bands or indie rappers or indie anything to become big in the music world. So I respect him for that. As far as my opinions on Juggalos, it's really mixed. I've had some terrible experiences with Juggalos. Some of my best friends right now are Juggalos. So I'm going to go ahead and say that they're just like any other group of people. There's good people who label themselves as Juggalos, there's bad people who label themselves as Juggalos, but most importantly, you should not be judging anyone based on what they're labeled as, what they identify as. You should judge them based on their character. Do you like big noses? I mean, I'm not against big noses. Do you like holes? I'm not against holes. Do you like big nose holes? I'm just sure, I have no opinion. And the final group of questions is from Lavender Foxx, who has 15 questions. The first of them is the bird the word. Everybody knows that the bird is a word. I want a bird, bird, bird. The bird the word. I want the bird. Number 2, have you ever used power tools with the intent to build/fix something and not just to put holes in your forehead? Once or twice. Number 3, why have your last few tabletop RPG characters been cats? Because one of my old DMs was a dick. Number 4, if you could have bioengineering done to yourself to have your semen be any color you wanted, what would you and what color would it be? Fuck yeah, I want glow-in-the-dark sperm. So that way, if it's dark, cleanup is super fucking easy. That was probably more information than you needed. Number 5, if you could bring any celebrity back from the dead, who would it be? Catch. They are undead, feeling no pain, and decomposition stopped but did not reverse. James Earl Ray, so I can shoot the motherfucker. Number 6, dick pigs or ass gorillas? Ass gorillas, homie. Number 7, if you could freely and without consequence kill any one person, however, you must do it yourself in public with a non-projectile weapon, as well as transport and dispose of the body, how would you do it? I'd stab the motherfucker in the throat, then stab myself in the fucking throat. Fucking, I'm going out in a big way. Number 8, how fucked up is it that I was going to include cannibalism in question 7? I mean, that depends on what seasonings you were planning on including. Number 9, what is the function of a rubber duck to help Stuntman Mike win matches? Nobody watching this video is gonna fucking get that. Number 10, ass or titties? Ass or titties? Ass. I'm an ass, man. Number 11, would you rather be able to cast all the spells from Harry Potter for just 1 year, or one of the spells for the rest of your life? I would rather cast one of the spells for the rest of my life, and that spell would be Accio, Oshkosh, Bagosh, however the fuck you pronounce it. I pronounce it Accio. Because, think about it, you could get anything, just by saying Accio blah. Accio gold bars, Accio diamonds, Accio Verners. Oh wait, I don't need a spell for that. Oh. Number 12, would you ever do a porno? Yes, the question is, would anyone want me in porn? And the answer to that should be no. Number 13, what do you pink? What? Number 14, how does one pink? What? Number 15, if you could leave your younger self 3 objects at any 3 times in your life, what would they be and why would you leave them? This cannot be a note or a letter. I'd say around 2002 of the objects for sure. Around 2006, I would have given myself a camera and a decent computer, so that way I could have started YouTubing a lot earlier, back when it was easier to gain a following. Partially because, hey, I might be able to make a living off of this if I'd have started a couple years ago. Partially because this has been such a big, important chunk of my life, such an important part of my life, and I feel like, now who knows how things would have been if I started sooner. It could have ended really well for me. As far as a third thing, probably a drum set when I was a little kid, so that way I could have learned how to play the drums earlier. And this is partially because I've always wanted to play the drums, partially because, hey, playing drums takes a lot of physical activity, you know, and if I had started playing drums when I was a kid, and I'd have been physically active when I was a kid, who knows? I might be in a little better shape. I mean, both physically, but also as far as, like, all the pain and stuff goes. If I would have been a better size when I was a kid, I could have still done all the dumb shit that I did, but my body would have recovered a hell of a lot better. Anyways, that about does it for this episode of TBB Unscripted. Down there in the comment section, do me a huge favor, leave me some questions. I love answering you guys' questions. It's like my favorite fucking part of doing these every month. You guys know this, I talk about it every month. I say that I talk about it every month. You guys know the shtick by now, leave me some questions. Also, down there in the description box, be sure to check out all those sexy links. If you want to help monetarily support the channel, you can pick up a t-shirt, you can go to the donations page on my actual YouTube page, or you can get my latest album. If you don't want to pay for my latest album, though, that's okay, because that was gross, offer it 100% for free. But I'd appreciate it if you threw me a couple bucks for it, one way or the other, please. Pick up my latest album. It would make me really happy. Be sure to join the Chameleon Couch Productions Facebook fan group. It's lonely in there. We need you guys. Check out all the other sexy channels down there. Follow me on all the social media sites. But hey, most importantly, remember to like, comment, subscribe. The Brandon Brownson, signing out.